Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Lisa here with Jared on this Friday morning, September 8th already.
Hard to believe.
Hard to believe. Before we jump into our weather headlines and news headlines, just want to remind you, of course, we're live every weekday morning right around the same time, but you can find us on your feed anytime after that. We make it into a podcast. You can find that at inform.com/podcast. Just look for the Inform Minute, or find us on our Inform YouTube channel. Or we just would love it if you would, join us live on WDAY every weekday morning from 5 to 7. All right, so going into the weekend, I keep saying temperature-wise it's going to be nice. We do have a little rain to talk about. But first, let's just talk today. It's going to be a nice warm day.
I really think so. Yeah, overall, most of us aren't going to have a whole lot of wind, comfortable temperatures. Just thinking a patio sounds really nice
Yes.
for a nice little afternoon glass of water or something.
Yeah, or something.
So it should be a pretty good day around there. I think northeastern North Dakota might have just a small breeze out of the north, but most of us are just going to have a pretty solid day. They hit around 80 for Fargo, and today's temperature may be one of our warmest ones of the upcoming forecast.
I'll be talking about our game of the week tonight here in just a few minutes, but pretty nice for Friday night football as well.
Yeah, should be good. It'll be dry out there. I mean, it's that time of year where sunsets and might get a little cool.
Yeah.
So, of course, I'm sure everyone knows. Bring an extra layer just in case. But
Just in
I think it'll be pretty good for Friday night football. Tomorrow, though, doing some tailgating. Maybe want the rain jacket or umbrella. Maybe they have some bison-colored umbrellas.
I'm sure they do.
So green and gold rain jacket for tomorrow morning for the Valley, because I just think the morning hours will feature a chance of showers. By maybe like 1, 2 o'clock, it's past Detroit Lakes, Park Rapids area.
Okay.
So if you're going to the cabin tomorrow, the morning will feature a chance of showers, and then later on in the afternoon, evening, that should move on out. I think it'll be pretty nice again. It's just not going to be hot like last weekend, but it'll be comfortable. It's that time of year.
Very fall-like. And looking ahead, the rest of your 10-day forecast is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Fall-like, I should say.
I figure most days are going to peak right around 70, maybe to 75. Few 60s in there, so feeling like September. I think our morning lows will be a little bit cool as well. So we'll have a few mornings that a select few of us may hit some 30s, but there'll be a lot of 40s. I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday especially will be a little bit cooler. But the forecast looking fairly dry. If you are looking for a little bit of rain, I know it's a good time of year to tackle all the lawn care.
Yep.
And then a lot of times you overseed stuff like that. You need to water it afterwards. So Mother Nature is really not going to help out a whole lot there, except tomorrow there may be some showers, but I don't think it'll be enough for what a lot of folks might be looking for in terms of rain. Otherwise, harvest-wise, it's looking pretty dry to get out in the fields.
And fishing-wise?
I'm going to go try it out this afternoon. Hopefully, the bass are cooperating. It's that time of year, usually fall, which I really like October, they get really, really hungry. They kind of bulk up right before winter. So there's kind of like this nice little window there where the bass fishing is superb. So fall fishing up here is for bass fishermen, it's some of the best of the whole year.
Oh, interesting. Okay, and in case you missed it this morning, give us the update on what's happening in Devil's Lake.
Oh, there's the National Walleye Tour is there, and it's the championship day today, so there's the 10 remaining, and there's some big names in there if you follow walleye fishing. And John Hoyer's in first place. Is actually, we grew up in Litchfield, Minnesota, so same hometown, so I've been following his career, and he's been doing really well. So he had a really big bag yesterday for walleye fishermen. He almost brought in 40 pounds of 5 fish.
Wow.
So
a lot of fish.
8-pounders, every single one. So some big walleyes. So there'll probably be a 40-pound bag out there today that someone in that group will bring in. So it's pretty cool. So it's just the top 10. There were some local guys, but they just missed the cut today. I think Tom Wynn, who's been doing really well on the trail, I think he came in 11th. It was the top 10 here today.
Close.
So very close there. And then there's some other guys from West Fargo that were just a few down the list. But they've had some good years.
All right, well, we'll continue to follow that as well. Today's a big day.
Yeah,
right.
it is. Have a good weekend.
Thank you, Jared. All right, let's jump into some of our other news headlines this morning. The person arrested in connection with what was initially reported as a possible drive-by shooting will be in court today. That shooting happened Wednesday night. Police have told us that they got a report of gunshots in Frazee, but they actually found the suspect's vehicle at the Super 8 motel in Perham. In fact, they called in a SWAT team. Several guests were evacuated, but police say they were able to, at that point, take one person into custody. That person was arrested without incident. So stick with WDAY. We'll continue to track that story for you today. A big story, both locally and nationally this morning. Country singer Zach Bryan was arrested in Oklahoma for obstruction of an investigation. Now, this comes just as the singer is wrapping up one tour, starting to sell tickets for another. That includes a stop in our area. Bryan apologized online, saying he was out of line and frustrated in the moment. Tickets for his next tour actually also go on sale today, so kind of the high of highs. He's topping the charts, and new tour tickets going on sale. But of course, dealing with this arrest, and we're working to get more information on what exactly happened. That tour does include a stop in Grand Forks at the Alaris Center. A lot of buzz around that. That concert is scheduled for August 25th of 2024, so still a year out. School districts have more money to go after filling teacher vacancies in the state now. The North Dakota Emergency Commission decided to use $4 million in federal money to help. The Department of Public Instruction says the money will go to paraprofessionals who want to become licensed teachers. And talking schools, this is a big story. One of our local schools is taking a major step in stopping student distractions. This year, students at Shanley High School in Fargo will no longer be able to have their phones inside the classroom. Students are asked to keep their phones in their car or shut off in their backpacks or lockers. They're not allowed. They're banned from the classrooms. If students do need to get in touch with their parents in the event of an emergency, school leaders say they can email them from their school iPads, or they can go to the school office and make a phone call there. Today is the second day of the Greater Moorhead Days celebration, and tonight's a big one. There's going to be a parade. Jared's forecast sounds perfect for the parade. It's happening from 6 to 8 tonight. It will start on 20th Street, head north from 28th Avenue South to 14th Avenue South, and then there's actually going to be a community social right after the parade. You can check that out on the north side of M-State's campus. And also talking about being outdoors and enjoying this nice fall weather, besides the rain tomorrow morning, maybe a great weekend to hit up a Minnesota State Park. It is Free Park Day. The Minnesota DNR is waiving fees on all 75 of its state parks tomorrow, so check that out. And I mentioned this off the top, it's a First Down Friday, and we have our game of the week for you to watch on WDAY Extra and WDAY Plus. First, the Lisbon Broncos and the Central Cass Squirrels are facing off at 7. You can watch that game on WDAY Extra. We're also going to stream it on Inforum.com. And then the Perm Yellow Jackets will kick off against the Detroit Lakes Lakers at 7. That game's going to be on WDAY Plus tonight. And, hey, Bison home opener this weekend, so Bison fans are probably getting ready for that tailgate already. The home opener tomorrow, NDSU hosting Maine. All the game day action starts right here on WDAY. Of course, game day is from 10 to 11 in the morning, and then we start again with our coverage at 2:20. Kickoff is at 2:30. A big game up in Grand Forks as well. UND is also at home. The Fighting Hawks will be playing the Northern Arizona Lumberjacks, and it's the 57th annual Potato Bowl. Kickoff at the Alaris Center for that game is at 3 o'clock. And talking about football, Dom's going to be talking about football as well. Coming up here at 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra, Hot Mic with Dom Izzo. Huge football weekend. Dom's also going to be talking about the ranked matchup between Montana State and South Dakota State. That's happening in Brookings. Plus, huge weekend as well. Mosum Hankinson will probably be in Minneapolis this weekend as Cody Mauch makes his NFL debut. The Pirates head coach will be joining the show to talk about Cody's first game, so you don't want to miss Hot Mic today from 9 to 11. I want to remind you before I go, now is a great time to get your Inform.com subscription, 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Just go to Inform.com/subscribe to check it out. Our next newscast coming up here at 11 this morning, and we have you covered on this Friday, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. Have a great day, everyone.